Ready to dive into something a little different this time.
Different? How so?
Well, we're going to be looking at a single comic book story.
Okay.
It's called It Came and Went on a Midnight Clear.
I don't recognize that one.
It's from a Marvel holiday special.
Ah, one of those.
Yeah, from 1991.
Oh, okay.
It's got superheroes and Christmas trees.
What?
And believe it or not,
okay.
a little environmentalism too.
Now that's a combo I wouldn't have expected.
So picture this Christmas Eve in New York City.
Right, got it.
And our hero, Captain Ultra.
Captain Ultra?
Yeah, he's not as famous as some of the other Marvel heroes. He wants to spread some holiday cheer.
Nice.
And, maybe get a little recognition.
Yeah, it's got to be tough in a city full of big-name heroes.
Right. It's almost comical.
Oh.
Like, he even gets upstaged by Thor.
Thor.
Yeah, Thor flies by, and, the wind from his hammer blows Captain Ultra off course.
Poor guy.
Uh-huh, yeah.
So, not the best start to his night.
No, not really.
Okay, what else happens?
But then things get really strange.
How so?
Christmas trees start disappearing all over the city.
What?
Yep, gone.
Gone? Like, stolen?
Well, people are totally baffled.
Uh-huh.
Panicked.
Oh, I can imagine.
I mean, there's even a Santa Claus.
A Santa.
Who convinced someone stole his bouquet tree.
No way.
It's pure holiday chaos.
Wow, I can only imagine the headlines.
Yeah.
So it is a mystery then.
Oh, yeah.
But it sounds like more than just simple theft.
Right, because it turns out these trees aren't just stolen.
What do you mean?
They're like coming to life.
Coming to life. Got a villain in mind.
Oh, yeah, we've got a villain, all right. It's Plantman.
Plantman? Really?
That's right.
He's kind of a weird one, isn't he?
He is. He's been both a villain and a hero at different points, so it's never clear where he stands.
I guess that makes him unpredictable. So why is he stealing Christmas trees?
Well, that's the thing. His motive isn't what you'd think. He's actually doing it for environmental reasons.
Wait, Plantman, the guy who controls plants, is worried about the environment.
It seems like it. He sees all these Christmas trees getting cut down and thinks it's harmful. So he decides to, take matters into his own roots, literally.
So instead of your typical villain trying to destroy the city plot, we've got Plantman trying to save trees.
Exactly. It's like he's an environmental activist disguised as a supervillain.
I guess that makes Captain Ultra the enemy of the environment then.
Well, not exactly. It sets up this interesting conflict between tradition, the whole Christmas tree thing, and environmental responsibility.
So it's not a clear-cut good versus evil situation.
Right. And that conflict comes to a head in a pretty epic showdown in Washington Square Park, no less.
Oh.
He doesn't just start throwing punches.
He doesn't?
Nope. He tries to reason with Plantman.
Really?
He actually points out how important Christmas is to people and how much joy the trees bring.
So he's acknowledging the tradition, the sentimental value.
Yeah. But he's also looking for a way to address Plantman's concerns, find a solution that works for everyone.
That's quite a different approach than most superhero stories take.
It is. But Plantman's pretty set on saving them, right?
Yeah, he is. But Captain Ultra, he comes up with this idea.
An idea?
A compromise.
Oh, what is it?
He suggests that people could still, enjoy their trees for Christmas.
Okay.
But instead of just throwing them out after, they could replant them.
Replant them, in their yards.
Yeah. So they're not just, cutting down a new tree every year.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Right. It kind of addresses both sides.
Yeah, people get their Christmas trees.
And the trees, well, they get a second chance.
But isn't that kind of a small solution? I mean, replanting a few trees?
Well, yeah, it's not going to solve all the problems.
Right.
But it's like a starting point, right?
A way to be more mindful, I guess.
Exactly. Even if it's just a small step.
So what does Plantman think of this plan?
Well, surprisingly, he agrees to it.
He does. Just like that.
Well, maybe not just like that. There's probably some back and forth.
I bet.
But yeah, they end up working together.
No way. The hero and the villain.
Yep. They round up all the escaped trees.
All of them.
As many as they can find.
And then what?
They bring them back to, their owners.
Wow, so Plantman, he really comes around.
It seems like it. He even gives Captain Ultra a gift.
A gift? What kind of gift?
A new costume.
Wow, so they really become like buddies.
It's more like, they find some common ground.
Right, over saving the trees.
Exactly. So the Christmas crisis is averted.
Trees are back where they belong.
And Captain Ultra gets a new outfit.
But wait, the story doesn't end there, does it?
Oh, no, there's one more important part. Captain Ultra, he talks to the readers directly.
Really? Breaks the fourth wall.
Yeah. And he encourages them, To plant a tree.
Plant a tree.
Or use a potted one that they can replant later.
That's kind of cool, like a call to action.
It is. It's like he's saying, hey, you can be a hero too.
But realistically, how many people are going to go out and plant a tree just because of a comic book?
Maybe not everyone.
Right.
But it's about the message.
Right. Like thinking about our choices.
Exactly. Making small changes.
Even if it's just like recycling more.
Or using less energy.
Yeah, little things add up.
Right. It all makes a difference.
It's amazing how this one story went from missing Christmas trees to like saving the planet.
That's the power of a good story, isn't it? It gets you thinking. It's wild, right? Like, we started with this silly Christmas story.
Yeah, flying Christmas trees.
Exactly.
But then it gets you thinking about bigger things.
It really does.
Like how we treat the environment.
And what we can do about it.
It makes you wonder what Captain Ultra would think of everything today.
Oh, that's interesting. Like how he'd handle the environmental problems now.
Yeah. This is the guy who teamed up with a villain to save some trees, remember?
Right. So imagine him now.
He'd probably be pushing for some major changes, I bet.
Definitely. Maybe he'd have a new costume made out of recycled plastic bottles or something.
Yeah. Or maybe he'd be leading protests against pollution or fighting for clean energy.
Oh, or inspiring young people to become like eco-warriors or something.
Like a whole new generation of Captain Ultras.
Exactly. It shows you don't need superpowers to make a difference.
Right. It's about the choices we make.
Every day.
Exactly. Like even small things add up.
Totally. It's like that ripple effect, you know?
Yeah, like one person planting a tree.
And another.
And another.
Pretty soon you've got a whole forest.
It's kind of inspiring, actually.
It gives me hope.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into Captain Ultra and his Christmas adventure.
Adventure.
I want to leave you with something to think about.
Okay.
What's one thing you can do
Just what?
to be a little more eco-conscious?
It doesn't have to be huge.
Right, just start small.
Maybe use a reusable water bottle.
Oh, good one.
Or bring your own bags to the store.
Or maybe actually plant that tree you've been thinking about.
Yeah, like Captain Ultra would want us to.
Thanks for joining us on this journey, everyone.